Happy to be back. Our panel today consists of Ike Weber.
Hello.
And Jacob Wood.
How you doing?
Now, folks, there's thousands of podcasts on the internet, and this is just another one of them. Already messing up the line. But anyway, excited to be back, huh?
Yeah, whole new year. It's 2016, y'all.
Yep, first day.
Mm-hmm.
Wood's looking good. 2016, liking it.
All right, we're gonna cut on to the first subject before.
Yeah, there's 6 subjects, right? And the first one is situation of Cade Ike Productions.
Okay, so it's been about 5 or 6 months since we've
July.
June. It was June.
No, it's July. It's on D23 Development.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's June.
I don't know. Who cares?
Let me check. Anyways, it's been a while. It has been a while. And I mean, I don't really, I can't really give an excuse why, like a solid, valid excuse why we haven't been filming that much, except we just haven't really had access to the equipment we'd want to, but we could still film whenever we would like.
Well, you went back to Colorado as well.
Oh, yeah,
so there's your excuse.
That's probably the biggest reason. Yeah, I moved to Denver for a while, and I'm back. I moved back to Utah, but we were away. We didn't really do much. So...
Yeah, basically. I mean, nothing more to really say. I mean, I don't know. We just haven't really done it. We'll get back into it, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think, Wood?
I think you absolutely will.
If you don't
Wood over here has been involved with some of our projects. Yeah. He's been he did the music for Toady Boys. He did the some camera work for Smashing Super Brothers. He also did some of the sound. He even made a documentary.
Yeah.
For Toady Boys, even though we haven't really published that. Probably should.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, what can I say about Cade Ike Productions?
What can we say that hasn't already been said?
By thousands of critics and fans, honestly.
Extremely loyal.
No, but I would like to do films, I mean, at least a week, but just, I guess the creative juices aren't flowing.
You've hit a director's block, or
it's not really director's block. It's just
filmmakers.
Yeah, I get so dead set on certain projects I want to do, but I know I don't have the budget or the time for them at the moment. So, I mean, we could just do a film whenever.
Yeah,
it's definitely I mean, I'm living with Cade right now, but
scale back our ambitions, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have school and stuff, so.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll get back in it. Expect content soon.
Ish.
Question mark.
I mean, we have been thinking about doing a little a music project, maybe like a little comedy album or something.
That's not really Cade Ike Productions, though. It's more.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, us creatively.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, it doesn't.
We
have
do
to
other
be
stuff
creative.
besides Cade Ike Productions.
Oh, yeah. Technically, it is. I mean, we're not going to be posting it to Cade Ike Productions, the music projects, but like, it is still technically a Cade Ike production because it's just us doing it. It's a little art thing that we're going to be doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that second topic, current news. I didn't come up with these topics, but what current news would you like to discuss?
I mean,
It's a new year.
we gotta just talk. Yeah.
There's no news yet.
2015. You want to talk about
A year in review.
Yeah.
Bill
2015.
Cosby
Yeah, that happened.
raped a lot of people. Great guy, funny.
We had a lot of
Piece of crap.
Yeah, a lot of stuff went down 2015. Really, a lot of stuff in my personal life went down for all of ours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't really
But no one wants to hear about that.
A lot of stuff went down in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Paris attacks.
Mostly depressing stuff, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Gay marriage was legalized everywhere. That's cool.
Yeah, it was,
For the most part, it was a downer year, but there was some really good things that did happen.
Dumb year. I'm gonna have to give that year 2 out of 10. Honestly.
I'd give it I'm feeling a strong 2 to light 3.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, would.
yeah. I don't know. Probably like a 2 to 3. Yeah, it wasn't a very good year.
Worst year of all time. Let's call it.
Yeah, worse than the Civil War, and worse than
Yeah, World War II.
the War
Yeah.
on Terror, and worse than
There's no
Worse
World
than.
War
Oh,
II. I'm
political.
just kidding.
The worse than 2001, probably. Maybe second worst to 2001.
What happened in 2001?
9/11, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Phew.
it's actually my
Ooh.
mom's birthday.
Anyway, so this podcast with more current news when the year is actually kind of started, not the first day of the year. So there's really no news for this year. But let's move on. Actually, I'll bring it up. This was trending on Facebook. We're from Utah. We live in Utah. And so whenever there's Utah news that's trending, I like to talk about it. And there was a billboard in Utah, near Salt Lake, that was for a dating website that caters to white people. It's basically every dating website. But, people are kind of upset about it. I'm trying to find the website is called Where White People Meet. Join for free today. Paid membership is only $4 a month, I'm assuming. But yeah, that's a website where white people can come together and do white things and make white love.
Like shoot up schools or something?
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't be too upset about it. There's dating websites for black people, and I don't know.
It doesn't.
I don't know why it's trending, to be honest.
It's not a big deal.
But it is trending.
I think people nowadays just have a bit of a problem when it comes to like being so sensitive.
Yeah.
I just think it's more white people who are, I guess, they feel so sad for themselves.
Yeah.
And honestly, I
That
mean,
they-
why?
No, that they just, they complain about stuff like
White people trending, can you believe that? That's a surprise. But it's trending on Facebook. Check it out. Join the website. This is a paid advertisement. Next topic. Star Wars mini review. That's
Force
favorite.
Awakens.
Yeah, Force Awakens came out. Oh, sorry, a little loud. Force Awakens came out December. I guess preview Thursday showings are December 16th, 17th.
16th.
Yeah, 16th.
Or was it 17th? No, it was 17th.
I don't know. One of those days. Me and Ike saw
Yeah,
it
we went to the premiere.
Thursday night.
Pretty exciting.
Very crowded.
Very, very crowded. A lot of cosplaying, a lot of Jabba the Hutt cosplay. Actually, there's only one person.
Yeah, there was a Jabba the Hutt and some Kylo Rens and stuff, but you've seen the reviews, and you've probably seen it yourself. It's really good, in our opinion.
Pretty good. Yeah, I would say 9.5.
That's what yeah, I mean, it's better than Return of the Jedi. Better than any of the prequels.
I would say if I were to order it,
yeah,
it
let's
would
hear
be
Star Wars orders.
5, 4, 7, 6, 3, 1, 2. Or 2, 1. No, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll do 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's my same order, except 2 is my least favorite. What about you, Wood?
I honestly don't really have a particular, like, I don't really hate any of the Star Wars movies, of course, but I think my favorite is probably 5.
Yes.
I mean, I think most people will
Most people's
agree
favorite.
that 5 is probably within the top 2, at least.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I think, going on what you said, I don't hate any Star Wars films, and I don't hate any either, but there's a lot of people who have a passion of hatred towards the prequels. And really, I just think, yeah, I mean, they're not great films at all. I mean, the only reason why we're talking about it right now is because it has a Star Wars license. If they weren't even Star Wars films, nobody would be talking about them right now. But I wouldn't say that, like, people would be, like, I think it would be a decent films.
Mhm.
It's just stupid, I guess, character development or something like that. But, like, everything when it comes to the set pieces, the art direction, the use of color in the prequels. I think George did a pretty damn fine job with it.
Yeah.
And the story, the overarching story, isn't all that bad. It's just bad directing, really.
Yeah, and speaking of George, I guess his current news as well. He recently said in an interview that he believes he sold Star Wars to white slavers and that they did really just very retro, and he doesn't like how similar it is, and he's not a fan. He apologized for
I guess
saying it's for white slavers.
that would be my only gripe with the new Star Wars is it has been recycling plot lines, but I mean, I guess they just wanted to have a fan project.
And Daisy Ridley was just great.
Yeah, Daisy.
Don't get me started on her. Oof.
Hella queen.
But anyway, anything else, Wood? You saw it.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw it opening weekend.
You liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. I think some people actually say that they're hating it, but I honestly really liked it. They said the people who hated it said that it was recycled, but
Yeah.
I think that was almost intentional.
Oh, it
because-
was,
It
for
was
sure.
because they want to bring back the nostalgia of the old movies. I
And
mean,
to be honest, I'm pretty sure they're going to be changing it up
For the
a lot for
the-
these next two films. If they
Yeah.
don't, then I
That's
guess
kinda sad.
that's what the series is going to be remembered for, is
Yeah.
that it's recycled. I mean, think about it. Phantom Menace, people thought it was an amazing film the first 2 weeks it came out.
Yeah, I saw a video of people coming out like, "Oh, it's the best Star Wars ever."
And really...
Except one guy who had a clear head and was like, "Give me my money back." People seemed to love it at first, but I mean, I was worried at first when I saw this one.
I hope that's not going to happen with The Force Awakens. That we
that we just think
that
it's
we
great
just
now.
we keep on thinking about the bullshit.
But I've seen it twice, and I think I do really like it, and I don't think that's gonna change necessarily ever. It's never gonna be worse than the prequels. Maybe one day I'll be like, man, maybe Jedi's better, but
It could be. It could
not
be.
right now. So next topic, music interest.
Okay, I guess I was thinking about just talking about
well, we've actually
what we've been listening to within the past year.
we've changed our tastes. Actually, quite a
My
bit.
tastes have definitely changed throughout 2015. I would say a lot. Just I guess I kind of started out the year really liking blues music, kind of like road trip blues. Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Bare Naked Ladies, Blues Traveler, and then kind of mid-year, I started getting into various internet forms of music, cloud rap, vaporwave, future funk, chill wave, and I guess that's probably where I'm at right now still. Pretty drastic change.
Maybe you'll change this year.
It's not that I love a lot of different forms of music. I still love blues, of course. I'll listen to it whenever. Yeah.
Maybe I'll start hating vaporwave now.
Every music genre I get into, I never actually end up hating.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's not like I'm gonna hate. I'm in love with vaporwave.
I'm in love with the vaporwave.
What about you, Cade?
Vaporwave's fine. I kind of like it. Some of it, it kind of showed me. I like bands like the Bare Naked Ladies, and I don't know. It's hard to say. I just mostly like certain bands. I don't know. I don't say genres usually. I just say bands I like.
What bands do you like?
I don't know. Bare Naked Ladies, Beatles, They Might Be Giants, Goldfinger. I don't know. I'm not as musically...
Cake? You like
Yeah,
cake?
I like Cake. I'm not as musically knowledgeable as Ike or listen to as much, but I still like good music.
He does. He has a good taste.
Yeah, he does.
Thank
about
you,
you?
Wood.
Jay Wood?
I have actually gotten into a lot of music. I mean, I'm a really musically inclined person.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really enjoy music. I haven't actually listened to as much music as I would like to, but this past year, 2015, I've gotten into a lot more music. I mean, I started listening into like vaporwave and showwave and whatnot. But music I've always really liked. I really haven't hated any music. Uh, I don't really like country. That's probably one of the type of music I really don't like. But
Do you like
I started the year listening to jazz music. Like,
Buddy Rich, yeah, I was into him for a
yeah,
while
I was-
in 2015.
it was really.
It's because of the movie Whiplash. I was really into Buddy Rich and Louis Armstrong. Right now, I guess what I've been really into at this moment, the bands that I've been listening to. There's one band called Tor et Moi. They're kind of like a chill wave pop band. Skylar Spence, aka Saint Pepsi. There's also Flamingosis. Pretty good stuff. Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna throw in a topic real quick. I think we should say some of our favorite movies of the year, and if you can rank your top
Of 2015?
top five
Top five.
favorite movies.
Ooh.
That's
I
tricky.
honestly, I didn't watch as much
Yeah.
as
I
'cause
think
2014 was probably my favorite year in movies in a very long. I loved all the artsy stuff that came out in 2014. 2015 kind of just, I don't know.
I can say my top three. I'll say my top three right now. Number 3 favorite. Right now, I can think Mad Max Fury Road. Maybe that'd be changed. I'm trying to think of every movie I saw this year. This wasn't planned. We should plan this. But I can say my 2 favorite for sure are Hateful Eight and Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
And would you say Mad Max is 3?
Yeah, maybe. But definitely Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Hateful Eight. I don't know which one I like more. But those were my 2 favorite.
I guess if I were to rank top 5, I have many. So I would say, I mean, this is in no particular order, but 5 films that I watched that I really liked this year was one film that I watched at Sundance was End of the Tour.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that. I can't. It has it gotten a theatrical?
Yeah, it has. It's on. Yeah, I really like that.
Okay, yeah, that was great. Another film I saw at the Denver Film Festival. One was called Tired Moonlight, which was all filmed on an 8mm of. I actually met the director that night. Very briefly, I even forgot her name. I think it was like Melissa or something. I forget. But yeah, she filmed on an 8mm of her town in Montana. Great film. I actually volunteered at the Denver Film Festival
Ooh,
for a while.
nice.
And got to meet a lot of movie directors. There was this one film called Love by Gaspar Noé. It was the very first film I watched at the film festival. It was a 3D porn flick.
Ooh.
Not exactly, though. I mean, it was a really artsy film. If you know of any Gaspar Noé's work, you know, he's really, really kind of dark guy. He really likes you to be disgusted in his films. He did Enter the Void and Irreversible. So this is his newest film, is Love. It's a great film, actually. I really liked it, even though it wasn't like your typical porn flick. It had a lot of... It actually kind of felt like Irreversible because the end of the story happened at the beginning, and it just kind of backtracked until the end of the film.
Hey,
And I would say Ex Machina and Star Wars at that point. I haven't seen Hateful Eight. I haven't seen
Gotta see Hateful
Mad Max. I haven't seen a lot this year. A lot of Sundance films I watched.
yeah, I'm gonna have to say this real quick. I think this is fairly breaking news. About 40 minutes ago, it says Jason Wingreen, voice of Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back, has died at the age of 95. He passed away, and On Christmas Day, apparently, but it's just getting out now.
I bet George is really glad that he changed up his voice.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, but he's...
Redux.
Rest in peace. I didn't even know who the voice was at first, but we'll miss you.
What about you, Jay Wood? Do you have any opinions about movies this year?
Oh, actually, I haven't even seen very many movies.
You
I
like
think
Star Wars,
honestly,
right?
Yeah, I did see Star Wars. I think I probably saw less than 4 movies in the theaters this year.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't see very many. I mean, I could probably I can list them. I saw Avengers, Jurassic World.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember watching Jurassic World.
I know.
Cade.
It was pretty good.
And then Star Wars. I think that's honestly the
Inside
only
Out was good as well.
3 movies that I saw in theaters, but I've rented the others, some other ones like the new Disney movies and whatnot. And
That's hot. I like that.
honestly, I haven't seen very many movies as I'd like to, but I did
Okay.
like Star Wars a lot, as I said before. It was really good.
Hey.
I look forward to a lot of movies are actually coming out in 2016 that I'm looking forward to. Can't name any right now, but I know there's some good ones that I've looked at and look really good.
Hey. 2016, here we are.
Next, we're going to jump on to the next subject. I put down production of our movies. Now, I don't know if we should do all of our movies because that would take a while, but maybe we should
One.
just go through the
Or,
process
yeah.
of what happens. Maybe Toady Boys is probably the best example.
Even though it's the worst.
It's probably the worst film we've made, but I feel like there's a lot went down with that film.
For
Really.
sure.
With Toady Boys, we had to stick with this. We had a deadline to make the film. We had about a month. We started late January, writing a script, developing a script. We came up with with the name Toady Boys because Cade was humming the tune of Toady Boys just off the top of his head at the school hallways, and it's just kind of, I guess.
The tune of Toady Boy.
Yeah, you were singing something about Toady Boys. That's how I got the name. Do you remember that?
Yeah, kind of.
Anyways, and then he started writing a script out, and we were all ready. I kind of visioned a lot of the shots and how they would go down, and like the opening shot, did not do a great job with that because I kind of envisioned it like it would be a Wes Anderson kind of thing, where just real super wide, nothing's in focus, everything's just crisp and clear, and that was a horrible fucking shot.
Especially like you can see in the back is Cade's feet.
Anyways, in Toady Boys, we had a lot of guerrilla filmmaking go down. We had a documentary by Jacob Wood back there. He was doing stuff behind the scenes. It took us about 3 weeks to complete, and just a lot of continuity errors happened. I guess, so the first day we filmed, I remember, was that overshot where I went up to the ladder. So I had this ladder, and I got up to the top of it, and I had the pole, and I stuck it up to the ceiling, and it would go down, and it would do basically a bird's eye view of Cade and Blake in the garage. So I think that was probably one of the more interesting shots of the entire movie. Thing was, I was on top of the garage, and there's a lot of dust up there and a lot of oil, and I got my hands really messy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No,
What?
go.
That particular scene, we had the saw, and the saw really had no place in the film, but Blake wanted to throw it on the ground, so I said, okay, whatever, do that. And we took about 10 takes of that one shot, and they were all just god awful. We should have done some more, but of course Blake had to go back to his house because he only had like an hour to film because it took him 3 hours to get to the house. So he drove all the way down to Provo. So it was just, there was a lot of bad things that happened. And that particular day, we had 1 hour, and he basically was tossing the saw at Cade's feet. We could have gotten injured literally at any moment. We had guerrilla filmmaking stuff, so that opening shot, we went to the apartment complex where Cade used to live. At the time, he wasn't living there, and we filmed on location without anyone's permission. And for a second, we actually thought someone was trailing us. We only took 2 shots because with guerrilla filmmaking, you have to like really be in and out really quick. And of course, we're amateurs. This was our second film, so I guess we didn't really get that concept that everything had to be pristine, and we really screwed up that shot. The camera wasn't set up correctly. We didn't have aperture and ISO set up right, so it just looked really bad. It was basically made for a photographer, and yeah, we screwed up that shot. And because we had 2 takes, one of them had the lens cap just dangling in the shot. It was hitting the lens. And
then the next,
so we knew that was a problem, and we knew we had to take another shot. So we saw someone was trailing us, so we went down a level, and we did the same thing over and over again. We had Cade take the lens cap and put it above, and so the lens cap wasn't a problem, but Cade's foot was in the shot, and at the time, we didn't even see that until post-production. Made me rip my hair out.
When we got back to the house.
Bad movie, but I guess that's our opinion, which was the last topic, opinions of our movies. Let's do opinion, Toy Boys.
Let's do all of our movies, actually.
Opinions?
We'll have enough time, yeah.
Opinions, or?
Yeah, just opinions.
Okay,
let's start from chronological, from the first... I want to start with you, Cade. From the first film to the last. What's your overall opinions? I want you to rate each and every one 1 out of 10.
Okay, first one, crawl space. If we could fix the audio and editing, I'd probably give it a 7. But as it stands with all the problems, probably like a 4. But I guess it's okay. Teddy Boys, like a 3.
Sorry?
What was the next one? Sleeper, I'd give like...
What would you give Toady Boys a 3?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, just I'll do all the problems and some of the acting maybe and editing, and I don't know, it just was kind of sloppy. Rushed, which it had to be. I'd give the Sleeper like an 8.5. That's second best in my opinion. Clever idea, and kind of funny and unique. My favorite is Smashing Super Brothers, which I give a 9. And this is all relative. 9. I'm not trying to compare it to like
Hollywood standards.
Yeah,
like for our standards.
Yeah.
Movies.
Our standard at 9. I think
production
that one's
rating.
funny. I think everyone's good in that, and I like that. And then D23 Dilemma, it's more of a skit, and I guess that one's just kind of like a 7, I guess. 7, just kind of simple, funny skit, to be honest. Ike?
Okay. Crawl Space I have like a love-hate relationship with. I'm proud of the fact that was my very first film, because I look at all these other filmmakers and see their first short film, and it's always just absolute other crap. But I thought I did a pretty decent job with it, given the experience I had and the equipment I had access to. But that doesn't make it a good movie. I don't think it was a great movie at all. I'd give it a 4 or 5 out of 10, because there was a lot of issues. There was sound mixing, there was continuity, editing issues, lots of rough cuts. Toady Boys was rushed. It had a lot. Oh, sorry. It had a lot of problems. just a lot of continuity errors, a lot of bad direction. Just there's a lot of stuff that didn't need to happen in that film that we just kind of threw in because we didn't care. Yeah, I'd give that. I'm feeling a 2, 3 maybe. And then what's after that? Sleeper. Sleeper, it's a little fun film that we did. It only took us like one night to make. Fun though. I thought we did a pretty good job. That first shot was a pain to make, but I mean, what are you gonna do? That was the very first film we did with the iPad, and I feel like we did a lot better with the iPad than we did with the camcorder. I'm feeling 6, about a 6 on Sleeper. Smashing Super Brothers, long movie. I did horribly on the acting side of things. I always cringe when I see my acting. But you did a very good performance, Cade, and I think you really kind of took the show with that. And you also directed a pretty good film. That last scene was great. Took us a lot of takes, but it was fun. That was a really fun movie. That's the difference between movies like Sleeper and Smashing Super Brothers and, Crawl Space and Toady Boys. Crawl Space and Toady Boys were kind of hard to make. They weren't that fun, and I guess when you have fun with it, you make better products. I would also give that one like a 6 or 7 out of 10, and D23 maybe 4 or 5 as well. So because nothing really much happened. What about you, Jay Wood?
Okay, so
working on some of our films.
Oh yeah, I've worked on a few. So let's go chronological again. Crawl Space. Honestly, for a first film, I think it did reasonably well. So I probably give it like a 5 because.
Thank you.
It was good for a first film actually.
Appreciate that.
The next one was. I really don't know that.
It was Toady Boys.
Oh, Toady Boys, yeah. Okay. Anyway, Toady Boys. That film was pretty rushed. I mean, we had
the music was great.
The music was okay. That was rushed as well.
You did the music.
Yeah, I did, but I honestly, when it comes to my music, like,
you're pretty critical.
Standards for myself, I didn't really think I did very well. So I would honestly give it like maybe a 4 or 3.5. So the next one was The Sleeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeper, I think that was a good film. It was just a short little film. The time that you guys filmed, I didn't help in that one, but I'd probably give that like maybe a 6, 6.5. And of course, Smashing Super Brothers was probably my favorite film. It was really, really good, even though it was like our longest film. I think the acting was good. I think I honestly, we did have a lot of fun on the filming that.
Yeah, that last scene.
Yeah, and I think that having fun on set actually brings out, and depends on the film, but brings out in that particular film, it brought out really good acting,
good vibes.
good vibes.
We had really good chemistry. I noticed in that film as well.
We just had fun. It wasn't rushed. It was just a little film we wanted to do. So
out of 10.
And then out of 10, it was probably, I would honestly say, like a 7.5 or an 8.
Sweet.
So it was a really good film. I want to try and get some films that are just as good, if not better. Last one. It's not really more. It's more of a sketch than it is really a film. But D23, Dilemma. It was decent. It was a little short. It was pretty short. Short little.
Funny
sketch.
ending.
Was interesting. Out of 10, I would probably give it, because I don't know.
Come on, Wood.
I don't even think there's much to be said about it that hasn't already been said. So I just give it like a 5.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
Well, that wraps up all our topics for today. Throw this paper out. And anything else anyone wants to say?
Yeah, what do you want to close this out on? We should put this on a good note. Any announcements? Anything? Yeah. We don't have any projects really for any films. I kind of started on a script, but that's gonna take a while to actually get to.
Maybe we'll do something with the crawl space.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking about. Cade actually came up with this idea that we'd probably just do a redo everything for that film, because honestly, it could be a pretty good film, like a short film.
That might be coming out. I don't know. We'll see. There's your news, folks, and that's gonna do it for another podcast, episode 2. Hopefully, this time it's actually a weekly or bi-weekly thing, and we don't just make one for all of 2015. Call it quits. So, thanks, guys, and, yeah. Say goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
We leave you with Bare Naked Ladies, folks.
Why did they change the law? Why did I have to break it? I only came here to talk. But this is where we used to live. How is the name?